Okay, welcome back folks. It's Mr. Imran Iqbal from One-to-One Tutor. We're looking at a small video on the Mental Arithmetic series by Schofield and Sims. This is book 4, section 1, test 5. I've separated section C from all the other sections on the page, and we'll be looking at just these 12 questions. Okay, well, let's get started. Okay, alright, let's 1006 people each bought 5 tickets. How many tickets was that altogether? So for question number 1, it says 1006. Each bought 5 tickets. So you have to times that by 5. So you can set it up as a normal small multiplication question, and then that will give you an answer. So 6 times by 5 will give you 30. 0 times by 5 is 0, add the 3. 0 times by 5 is 0, and 1 times by 5 is 5. So that will give us an answer of 5030. Okay, right, let's move on. Question number 2. How much change from 3 20s after paying for 6 eggs at £1.08 per dozen? So first of all, it says how much change from 3 20s? Well, 3 times by 20 will give us 60, first of all. After paying for 6 eggs at £1.08 per dozen. So we got £1.08, which is 108 pence. And that's for a dozen, so that's for 12. So you've got to work out the cost of one of those eggs. So 12 to 1, this is called ratio, direct proportion. We have to divide it by 12. 12 divided by 12 is 1. What we do on this side, we must repeat on this side. Okay, let's make this a little bit more simpler. 108p is the cost of 12 eggs. Okay, we need 6 eggs. So we just half it. Half the number of eggs, half the money. So that'll give you 54p for 6 eggs. Now, it says that we got originally 60p and we've spent 54p. So 60 minus 54 will give us an answer of 6 pence is the change. Okay, question number 3. Alright, let's change color. Okay. Write the length of each line in centimeters. So question number 3. The first one we have 1 centimeter, 2, 3, 4, and that's 4.7. Okay, the next one, C to D. So you got 1 centimeter, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 little extra notches, 6.2. Okay, lovely. Right, next question. It says here, okay, let's make a different color. No, not that color, purple. In 7 weeks, Katie saves £3.15. Find the average weekly savings. So for question number 4, if you want to work out the average, so the total savings was £3.315, because the question answers in pence. So let's change our question straight away to pence. Divided by the number of weeks that she did it over, so 315 divided by 7. Now the best way to do that would be to use a bus stop technique. So the number that you're dividing by goes outside, 315 goes on the inside. So 7s into 3 will be a 0. The whole 3 is left over. So 7s and 31 will be 4, because 7 times by 4 is 28. And that will leave you a remainder of 3. So 7s and 35 is 5. So that gives you 45 pence. So she was saving 45 pence per week. Okay, next question. A boy spent a quarter of his money on sweets and 3/8 on bus fare. What fraction of his money is left? Okay, a quarter and 3/8. Now they've already given you the question and they've already got different types of fractions. So let's make the fractions the same. So if you double this one and we double this one, so that will convert quarters into 2/8 and 3/8. Now we're talking the same language. They're all in eighths. So 2/8 add 3/8 will give you 5/8 if you add them up. And that will leave you 3/8, because 5/8 add 3/8 will give you 8/8, which is the whole amount. So what fraction of his money is left over? And the answer is that one there, 3/8. Question number 6. Right, another color. Okay, let's go grey. How many degrees are there in each of the equal angles at the center of the circle? Now, if you look over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal sections. So we have 360 degrees, and we're dividing into 6 equal sections. So that will give us an answer of 60 degrees per each one. 60 degrees, and that's done. Okay, next question. Okay, next color. How many grams less than 1 kilogram is the total mass? Let's make it a little bit bigger. Is the total mass. So we have half a kilogram. So half a kilogram is 500 grams plus 100 grams plus 50 grams. So that gives us a total of 650 grams. And the question goes, how many grams less than 1 kilogram? Well, 1 kilogram is actually 1,000 grams. So we've got to work out the difference between these two numbers. So that'll give us an answer of 350 grams. And that's the number that goes over here. Okay, let's move on. Question number 8. Tom's date of birth is 7th of March 1985. Daniel was born exactly 4 years later. Write in figures Daniel's date of birth. So it will still be the 7th. It'll still be the 3rd month. And if he was born 4 years later, so then we got to add that on. So 1985, add another 4 will give you 1989. Okay, lovely. Right. The approximate distance between two villages is given as 11 kilometers. The actual distance 10.7 kilometers. Find the difference in meters. So we have here now 11 kilometers minus 10.7 kilometers. 11 kilometers, if you change into meters, you have to times it by 1,000. So that's 11,000 meters. If you times this one by 1,000, it will give you 10700, 10,700. Put the minus back in. If you minus them, and that will give us a nice straightforward answer of 300 meters. So let's park 300 meters over here and let's move on to the next question. Which two of these fractions are equivalent to 3/4? Let's write the fractions down and do some working out on them, because I can't do working on them here, they're just too small. So we have 6/10, we have 9/12, we have 4/5, and we have 15/20. So I'm doing question number 10 at the moment. Right, let's get red. Okay, so if I divide this by 2, and I divide this by 2, I'm dividing by the highest common factor. That leaves me 3/5, and 3/5 is not 3/4, so that's not the one. So if I divide this one by 3, divide this one by 3, which is the biggest number that goes in them, that gives me 3/4, and we have found our answer. So question number 10, the answer that we're looking for, which two of these are, so that we found one, by the way. So one of them is 9/12, so we can park that here. 9/12 is one of the answers. Right, let's keep on going. 4/5, well, I can't really cancel that one down, and that's not really going to be equivalent to 3/4. So it's definitely not that one. 15/20. Now 15 and 20, they both divide by 5 as their highest common factor. So let's divide them by 5. So divide that by 5, that gives you 3. Divide that by 5, that gives you 4. And that's another fraction that gives you 3/4 then. So the other one is 15/20. So that's good. And that's good. Question number 11. Emily and Katie have 60p between them. Emily has 8p more than Katie. How much has each? Question number 11. So let's get a new color so we can see the difference. Okay, so Emily and Katie together, if you add their money, it gives you 60p. Now normally, if they were to have it equal, it'd be 30 at 30. Now because Emily's got 8p more, you have to minus 4p from Katie and add 4p here. Let's see what happens now. That gives you 34. That gives you 26. And if you look, the difference is 8. There's a difference of 8 between them. And that's how you work out difference of 8. You don't take 8 and add 8. That'll give you a difference of 16. So to get a difference of 8, you got to half the difference and take that much and add that much. And that's the secret of these type of questions. Okay, 34p and Katie will get 26p. Okay, another color. Let's go for this green here. Find the missing measurement marked B. Now the mentioned area, they got a rectangle. We know the area is equal to length times by width. The area is given as 3000. The length is 100. And the width is B. We don't know what the width is. So 100 times by a number gives you 3000. What's going to be that missing number? Okay, now we could say opposite times by 100 is divide by 100 if we do like an algebraic method. So you're going to have 3000 divided by 100. That's nice. We can deal with that. We can do some kind of cancelling with that. That's doable. So we divide that by 10, divide that by 10, divide that by 10, divide that by 10. We're left with 30. And that is the missing number that we need. Thank you very much, folks, for joining us on these questions. I hope these questions help you with your homeworks. I hope this video helps the parents to explain to the students, to their children, how to do these questions. As you can see, the amount of writing that's done, the amount of working out that's done, there's quite a bit of work in order just to do a standard mental arithmetic test. And there's not much space on the original papers, that's why I cut it and paste it. And it's best if they use, students and the parents use additional paper to do all the working out. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit that bell so you can get all your notifications coming straight to your YouTube account so when we upload new videos. Thank you again for joining me. This is Arithmetic Book on One-to-One Tutor, and we'll see you on the next video. I hope you benefit from this video. Thank you. Bye.